Hey Vega, look into my last meeting with Tom Everson, summarize our estate planning discussions, create a CRM note, and remind me to follow up with them next week. So while Vega is thinking here, let me quickly introduce the topic of that video, which is our new voice mode, or push to talk as we call it. I'm sure if you've been working with AI, you've come to terms now with the fact that typing really has become the bottleneck. When you want to send a lot of context to your AI assistant, when you want to instruct them to follow a multi-step task, let's say, it takes you more time to type it out than it would otherwise when you just speak out loud and spell out your needs. And so we've created that mode. And in this video, I'm going to first show you how to activate it. Second, where you can use it in the Vega app, basically everywhere. And last, what kind of queries you can send to your voice assistant. If you're watching this video on YouTube, take a look at the description down here. We'll include a few links to help you really navigate your new voice feature. By the way, so here Vega is done thinking. I asked for a CRM note. It was created here. And Vega probably added a task for me to follow up with them next week as I required. Activating push to talk couldn't get any simpler. You just press your spacebar here and speak. Vega, how does your push to talk feature work? And then you release and press current if you want to send it to the current message thread. Vega will process your query. So again, you just press this spacebar, a small voice sphere will appear at the bottom, as you can see here. Vega will transcribe your words, and then you can either release spacebar, or if you want to cancel, press escape here. So Vega responded just as if I had typed my initial query, except that it was much faster. So now let me show you where you can use this. So there are two kind of scenarios where you can use push to talk. One is when you already target a specific text field, which is what I'm going to show first. And second is when you have no target in mind and you just want to send a general message to the AI. But let's go first with that example. Let's say I insert my cursor right here and I start speaking into my computer's mic. Please add some content here, Vega. Let's act as if I was going to send you a real query. I've just released my spacebar, and as you can see, my text box has been filled with my voice input. So that works here in the chat, but you can even go one step further. And let's say you wanted to do some research and you open the global search bar here with Command K or Control K on a Windows. You can use your push to talk as well here. Debbie Everson, you release again, and then your Debbie Everson search is going to happen through voice. Another example, let's say I was gonna analyze my recent meetings. So I go to that one meetings tab. I can go into my search meetings search bar here. And again, my cursor has been inserted inside that text field. And so I can use push to talk. Annual review. And when I release, my search has been performed. Another location is maybe settings. That's where you include a lot of text inputs. So let's go there. Let's say meeting types. Maybe I want to update my plan review, meeting templates. I'm talking about my post-meeting notes here. And let's say here in that section, I would like for my AI to include a table that summarizes any information retrieved or learned about their relatives. Include age, occupation, school, interests, anything. So as you can see, push to talk worked right here as well. So now that was the first scenario when you have a target, a specific text field in mind. But now let's say you're on the home page here, or more precisely, you have already opened that one thread. If you have not inserted your cursor into any text field, you can still send a query to Vega, but take a look at what happens now. Hey Vega, can you summarize your capabilities for me? So I've just released, but now given that my cursor was never inserted at a specific place beforehand, Vega gives me the option to either send that message to the current thread or start a new one. So current would be when you're going back and forth about a specific single topic. As is best practice in AI, if you want to talk about something completely different, you certainly want to clear your message history just to kind of unbloat the memory of your large language model. And so here I'm talking about something completely different from the rest of the conversation. So I would, for example, pick new here. And that creates a new thread, and Vega will do its work as always, but in a separate thread. So remember, two scenarios here. One is when you have a specific text field in mind in the app, and two is when you just want to send a message to the AI, and then the system will figure out whether you need to, will help you figure out whether you need to send it to the current thread or to a new one. So now as far as the use cases, the kind of queries you can send through voice, that's pretty simple because that includes any query you could traditionally send by chat. So that includes summarizing a given relationship with a given client. That includes creating a new email draft, creating a CRM note or a task, or do some research about taxes or about the financial markets. If you're watching this video on YouTube, the description of the video will include a link to a dedicated Help Center article that goes through the different use cases for the chat. And if you're not watching it on YouTube, we're going to give you some details right here about how to find that video on YouTube. Let's speak soon for another Vega Monday playbook.